Welcome back, I'm Sean, and today we're checking out the coolest gaming mouse from the coolest company that makes products that I really love, the Gravastar Mercury M2. So let's check it out.
It's your time. Don't be held back again. You need to resist your own limits. This fire is burning. You need to embrace all that you are. Step fear in the face to reach for the...
So this mouse today was sent over to me by Gravastar for review, but this is not a sponsored post and my review is based on my honest and unbiased opinion. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any future tech reviews. So this Mercury M2 is a fantastic looking mouse and it's part of Gravastar's Mercury range of gaming mice, and the M2 is their latest creation, but we've already seen similar design with the M1 as well as the M1 Pro, and the M2 here retails for $80 or about 380 Malaysia ringgit, so which is pretty comparable to most gaming mouse out in the market. So if you're interested in buying them, do check out my links in the description below. So build quality wise, no doubt this is a great mouse, and if you've owned anything from Gravastar before, you know nothing that they make comes with poor quality. Everything you have here, every touch point is made with precision and quality. The entire plastic exoskeleton here looks extremely smooth, no sharp edges, no sharp parts or connecting parts. Everything here is one seamless piece that looks ultra good. So this mouse here basically is a one-piece construction, at least the entire exoskeleton, and you can see the bottom of the mouse is actually screwed in with these bolts here so that they can actually put the insides of this mouse, and it really looks like the inside of an alien. So at the top here, you're going to get your standard buttons, your left as well as your right buttons with the M2 branding at the top here, but Gravastar also gives you anti-slip stickers to stick onto the keys to give you more grip. So the buttons here are all clicky and you cannot change it to silent mode. And even the scroll wheel in the middle here looks beautifully designed and it feels great to scroll, and it's also very silent. This is a scroll with some steps inside, so you do get that click step, and it's also silent so you don't hear the wheels click when you're moving it. So right behind the scroll wheel here is also default as the DPI button, so it allows you to quickly switch between the different DPIs in game, and you can also customize them so you can actually fly between 1000 DPI to 26,000 DPI in one click. At the side here, you also get two additional buttons, and every key on this mouse is actually customizable except for the left button here. And at the bottom here, you're going to get your on-off switch that you can also toggle between Bluetooth mode as well as 2.4 GHz dongle mode, and below that you also get your sensor. And in my opinion, the most beautiful part of this mouse is the RGBs inside. Gravastar doesn't just give you an LED inside, but it also has an opaque plastic here that looks like the stomach of an alien, and has parts inside to block the LEDs a little bit to give you that very dynamic glow, which looks super cool. And at the front of the mouse is also a Type-C charging port to charge up the mouse, or to use the included cable, which is also braided here, to use the mouse in wired mode. So ergonomics wise, this mouse is considered a slightly palm grab finger style mouse, so you don't get the biggest hum at the back of the mouse, but sufficient enough for you to rest your palms on them to navigate around with your mouse. So I personally would prefer, or maybe I'm used to the bigger, fatter mice. So with this mouse, I feel myself hovering slightly above to give me more of that, ergonomic feel that I'm looking for. So if you're used to bigger mouse, then I think this might feel a little too low for you. So with this mouse, you're getting really good performance here, and it's basically all the features you can find in a mid-range gaming mouse in the market today. And one thing you're not getting with this mouse is weight control, and the mouse comes in at 78 grams and it's not customizable. It's quite lightweight still in my opinion, but something about its construction makes the unit feel really solid and firm and really nice to grab. So the mouse here also has a DPI rate between 100 to 26,000 DPI, which is a good range for anyone who wants to customize their way their mouse works on the fly. What you can do here, if you generally toggle between two different DPIs, is to set them to repeat one after another, so you can very quickly toggle them inside the game just by pressing the DPI button. So when you want to get into your scope and want a more fine-tuned movement, all of this is possible with this mouse. So polling rate on this mouse is also a standard 1 kHz or 1000 Hz, which is standard for most gaming mouse out there, and you won't notice any lag for most of the part, but it would be nice to see a 2000 Hz on this mouse. You also get a max 50G of acceleration motion with this mouse, and it's good to still ensure the mouse tracks you properly, and even if you get scared while playing Resident Evil 7. So the mouse is also rated to have about 80 million clicks durability, and that means you'll be able to use this mouse for a very long time before even breaking it. So from a day-to-day use case, I think this works as a very easy to use mouse. I do feel some fatigue after a while because of the habit of hovering on top of the mouse, and I wish the hum was slightly bigger so I can rest my palms better. So another thing I noticed is that the mouse body is very smooth, and this is where I learned that I have the habit of lifting my mouse when I'm using them. And when I use this mouse, I lift my hands, and because it's very smooth and my hands will slip and my fingers will go into one of the holes, and honestly, if the exoskeleton wasn't there, the mouse would probably just fall off my hands. So battery life wise, Gravastar gives you a very good indication here for both Bluetooth as well as 2.4 GHz battery performance. And starting with the Bluetooth mode, if you have the LEDs turned off, you're going to get 82 hours of battery performance here, which is sufficient for you to use it for over a week. And if you turn on the LEDs, it drops to only about 50 hours. So if you use it in 2.4 GHz mode, this will take up more battery life for the faster connection. So with the lights turned off, you will get only 63 hours of battery life and 50 hours with the lights on. So not too bad of a performance. And to charge up the mouse, it takes very fast, only 1.5 hours to fully charge it from empty. So this mouse also comes supported with the Gravastar app, and it should, because all gaming mouse should be customizable, and this is no different. So to use the app, you can plug the mouse in wired mode and turn on the app on your PC. At the top of the screen, you will see the mouse battery life that you have, and at the first page, this is where you get to customize the buttons of your mouse and what you want them to do. And if you have recorded a specific keystrokes or macros, you can easily assign them to any of the buttons here to execute what you want it to do in game. So the second page here allows you to customize your DPI and how you want to have it behave as you click on the DPI button on the mouse. So here you can also control the polling rate of the mouse as well as to change the sensor settings. So the third page here is where you get to control and create your different macros for your mouse, recording the keystrokes and assigning to your buttons. And the fourth page allows you to customize your lighting effects, its brightness as well as its speed. And finally, you also get all the other settings in the app as well as the ability to update your firmware in your mouse. So I think this is a wonderful mouse, very functional, easy to use, and it looks fantastic. So apart from my grip issue with them and me wishing that there are more buttons available for me to customize so I can use this as my productivity mouse as well, I think this mouse is a very good purchase. So performance wise is definitely there, so you have to just decide whether or not you love the look of it or whether it will suit your setup. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.